Yeah, he's gonna be a little small. Wave to the helicopter. I think it is a crappie. Yeah, it is a crappie. It's a good one. Boy, it's a good one. I'm gonna have to be real careful with him. Oh boy, be careful with him. Yeah. It's gonna be a keeper, ain't no doubt about it. Look at him on the stringer right here. Hey, we're back here on one of our little crappie spots today. If all the going's good, we're gonna be using this little white curly tail with just a lead head, a plain lead head jig on it. We got a float up here, 8-pound test going up to that swivel, which is holding that float. 4-pound test mono coming down to that little white curly tail jig. Temperature today is about 72 degrees. Beautiful day, light wind. Let's see if we can catch a fish right here. Just going to ease this little curly tail jig back. Yeah, we got a lot of action on the water today. I don't know what that is. The shad may be back in here. Something just hit that right there. Yeah, we got some fish out there. Let's just hope there might be a few crappie. Got the leaf blower man over here to our right blowing leaves, chopping down trees or something. So it's not really an ideal day, but the fish do seem to be active as far as what I can see on top of the water. Now we got a little chop, which is good. I like that little chop from time to time. Okay, boy, we hooked up with something. I'm gonna say it's gonna be a skipjack probably. So get ready to come up and hit the top of the water. I don't know, it might be a little yellow bass. He hit it real close here, so we're relatively sure we ain't got a crappie here. Now we got a little white bass. Just looking for something to eat here tonight. I may just put him on a stringer. I mean, he ain't very big, but he's big enough to eat. I got a couple of fish in the freezer, but if I could get a few, like a little white bass and maybe a crappie or two, then I won't have to try to unthaw those other crappie I got in the freezer. He hit this little blue jig right here. One of my little hand-tied patriotic red, white, and blue jigs. Alright, we got one. We changed up our jigs here, and my first cast with this little bitty old school green jig, we got something here. It ain't too big. Little yellow bass. Or is that another little white bass? Eh? A little yellow bass, little white bass. I think he is going to be a little bit too small to keep. I'm going to say a little bit bigger. We'll put you on a stringer too, but I think just a little bit small right there. Little white bass. Hits that green old school jig. Let's get him turned loose here. There he goes. Boy, I tell you what, I don't know what we got here, folks. We hooked into something though. It ain't no slouch. It sure ain't no crappie. You might have to go easy with him here. He flat out. He hit that thing. He pecked at it 2 or 3 times. Get ready to back reel on him because he's a big fish right here. What we got right here? Big old white bass right there, son. Big old white bass. Look at that. Yeah, I figured he was a little bit too big to be a crappie. We'll put him on the string. We'll get some good fillets off of him. He swallowed it down too. That right there, my friends, is why he was fighting so hard, because that is a jumbo. Oh, we got something right here. Unexpectedly, it kind of moved down bank. It's feeling like a crappie. Can't tell if there's any size to it. It's fighting like a crappie. Got a helicopter coming over here at the same time. Oh, that's a crappie. Got a little helicopter takedown here. I don't think he's going to make it. Yeah, he's going to be a little small. Wave to the helicopter. I got a little white crappie here. Pretty little old white crappie. Obviously he's a little bit too small, but that's our first crappie of the day. Yeah, we get him turned loose. Quit looking at him. Head on back out there. Yeah, we got something little here. Not very big. I thought at first might have something kind of big, but no, it was actually the opposite. He's kind of really little. It's our first little bluegill. First bluegill there for a while, really, at least on these little jigs. It's a good sign though. Usually that means there's a few crappie out there. Glad we ain't fishing for catfish, my little friend. You'd probably be good catfish bait, you know it? You got a fish. I think this feels like a crappie. You don't feel very big. Pretty sure it's a crappie though. He's kind of come up to the top of the water right there. So what we've done is we kind of moved down bank here just a little bit back in this creek. Pretty shallow out there, but I noticed a lot of shad activity. And there you go, we got number 2 crappie. So he's too small to keep. But we'll take him here about an hour before dark. Maybe there'll be some big ones out there. Let's turn him loose. See if we can't get a big one this time. There you go, little buddy. See ya. Yeah, dang those skipjack. Hope he don't take my jig. Yeah, I figured we'd catch one of these before the day's over with. And we did. We got a dang doe skipjack right here at dark. Everybody wants a dang doe skipjack. Just what the doctor ordered. A dang doe skipjack. Boy, they sure do fight. He's a big one. I don't want him to break my 4-pound test line here. Here he comes. Let's get him beached up here. Goodness gracious. Oh my goodness. Come on, little buddy. We're gonna get you turned loose here. Come on. There we go. Oh, you'd come right out. Oh, sorry, little buddy. I think he's gonna be all right. Danged old skipjack right here at dark. Danged old skipjack. And he's gone. So far, no luck. I don't know if our little crappie are out here today. I'm gonna shallow up a little bit. I've got this little energy rod made by Impulse Fishing Rods, Energy Series. It's about a 7-foot rod. So we're fishing about a little over 6 feet underneath that float, still with the little curly tail. So we're going to be a little more shallow just in case, because the water has come down a bit more. The other day with this rod and this particular depth, I caught quite a few even when the water was a little bit deeper. So I may be getting it too close to the bottom with that other rod. So let's just shallow up here a bit. Because normally if they were out there, even on that other rod, I think I would have got a bite by now. But they might be kind of sluggish. And just might have to make quite a few casts, change it up a little bit, and keep working it before I can get one. And then again, they just may not be out there. I don't see any activity on the water in the way of bait fish. That's a real bad sign. So with this last little front that's moved through and the temperatures have dropped, could have got the bait fish back out of here a bit, which you know, the crappie might have followed suit and got on out of here as well. All right, we got one. Got off here on another little spot, and that's a good one right there. That's a good one. That is a crappie, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be, this is going to be a keeper. So I wasn't sure if they were out here, but persistence pays off. Kept throwing. Now he ain't come up yet. We could have a stripe on here. We'll try to go easy with him. So we've lost a number of them here lately. Once he comes up, I'm going to try to skid him up here on this bank. Let's see. Yeah, that's a big crappie. That's a good one. That is a good one. Let's skid him up here on the bank so we don't lose him. There we go. There we go. That's what we're kind of looking for. Good one. Wow. Man. Yeah, the white pays off right here, my friends. Let's get up here and get him on a stringer. That little white curly tail. There, boy, I tell you what. Let's see if he measures up here. We know he's going to. So yeah, we got us a good 12-incher. Look at that. Beautiful 12-inch white crappie going on the stringer right now. We'll get him on the stringer real quick, right? There we go. There's our first one for the stringer. Good Lord, boy, whatever that was. Hit that hard. I don't know what that's going to be, but I'm assuming white bass. I mean, it hit it hard. I mean, real hard. And it's not a crappie. It's big, whatever it is. Oh, it was real big, man. Man, I don't know what that was. That had to be a big catfish, I guess. And yeah, broke my line, darn it. I had a little knot in that line right there. Nailed that thing right there. And I could tell he was big. All right, my friends, we're out here today. We're on spot number 2, spot number 1, I don't know. Technically, second spot I've come to today. Nobody on the spot number 2 today. We got a windy conditions today. Water is really down, boy. We're really minimum pull here today. So here we are. We're gonna get started here. I think we're gonna start off with the short pole right now. This is gonna be our shorter rod. We got a curly tail already installed. It's about a 7-foot rod, made by a company called Energy. It's really not a crappie rod, but we're gonna put it into action as a crappie rod. Got about 8-pound mono test line on here, and we're going up to a homemade float, and below that float we've got about 6.5 foot leader here, and a little curly tail. 4-pound test, 6.5 foot leader, and we're going to throw this out here as far as we can, and we're going to work it back really slow. We're almost going to be trolling from the bank. We're going to try to get this little curly tail some action here. See how much action it's got at a slow retrieve. That's what we want. I don't know if you can see that, but that's going to be ideal. And I got a feeling we should be able to pick up a crappie right here today. So let's just kind of do what I call a little trolling from the bank right here, and see if we can't get a big slab crappie right off of the bat. Going to throw it out there about as far as I can, and just start bringing it back. I think if he was a little bit bigger, I'd probably keep him. What do they call him? A yellow belly. They're really not a yellow belly, but a little yellow on their side. And watch him. Oh, look at that big dorsal fin, boy. They will get you. They will get you if you ain't careful. Good one here, good one here. Let's hope this is a crappie. If it is, we got a good one. Let's just hope we got a crappie. If it is a nice one here. I think it is a crappie. Yeah, it is a crappie. It's a good one. Boy, it's a good one. I'm gonna have to be real careful with him. Oh boy, be careful with him. When they slosh like that. Boy, look, he's barely hooked, barely hooked. I'm gonna get, oh yeah. Get him. There we go. We got him. Nice big black crappie right there. Look at that. Yeah. Look at that big crappie. Yeah. It's gonna be a keeper, ain't no doubt about it. Look at him on stringer right here. He's hooked pretty good, actually. Come on, you're all right. I can cut you out.
I didn't know if you're still recording or not.
Yeah, I am, but I can cut you out or cut you in. If you're good, I'll leave you in. If you're bad, I'll cut you out. Look at that right there.
Just a little shy.
No, he's good.
Oh, yeah, 10 inches.
Yes, a 12-inch reel, so he's over 11.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a good size. I'm putting him on a stringer.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I was thinking 10 inches.
Yeah, 10 inches.
And the limit's 15 a day, right?
Yeah, 15.
I had it backwards. I had 15 and 10.
It's rare to catch a 15-incher, and it's rare to catch 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might have a keeper. That rod's got a good bend in it.
Yeah.
What is that, an all-star rod?
It's Louis.
Oh, okay. Blues, yeah.
Louis, yeah.
That's a decent little crappie.
Put him on the stick there. You might be able to take him home with you.
Yeah, give me a measure him up.
Yeah, you can.
Let's see what he'll. I don't think he's gonna measure up though. You weren't that deep right there though, was you?
No.
About 1.5 feet deep.
Yeah.
And what color did he hit?
White and orange.
White and orange. Okay. Yeah, good, good. All right, get another one. Let's see what he's gonna measure up to be here. He might measure. I don't know. Yeah, he's a little bit short. Yeah, he's about 9 3, a little over 9 3/4. About a quarter. Is that right? Yeah. Yeah, all of these we'd be keeping right here. We was in Georgia. He's a good, healthy looking fish though. These fish out here this time of year are in real good shape. There you go, little buddy. Well, we got one pretty far out there. Pretty sure it's going to be a crappie, but don't seem like he's all that big, but that's a good sign. So now we finally got one. If we can get him in here. Little crappie, not hardly big enough to keep. He's going to be about 9 inches or so, I'd say. It's a good sign. I felt like I was getting a bite out there. And sure enough, so we're going to keep working this little spot. We got the wind blowing towards the direction you're looking here, so it's catching that float, and I'm able to make a real long cast. So let's try that again.